What's up, family? Good to see you again. And this is Tony Rome. I'm here to bring you a very special video today. I'm featuring today on my channel. Her name is Anita, Colombianita. She does have her own YouTube channel, and she's a female from Medellin, Colombia, that lives in the States now. And I asked her to be a guest on my show because there have been some things that's going on in Medellin that I think you should know. You've heard about the increase of scopolamine, and foreigners are becoming a target. So I brought her on the show. She's going to talk about some of the things that foreigners do when they travel there and some of the mistakes that they make. So I need you to do a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and share my videos. I'm starting to bring guests on my channel, so I want to start doing lives, pretty soon. But I can't do them because I'm still not at that monetization status as far as 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and share my videos and have them to subscribe and like these videos, man. I'm bringing you some really interesting content on this channel. And please make sure you subscribe to Anita's channel also. I'm gonna have all this information on the description page. On the description, okay? So I hope you enjoy this video. Get you some coffee, get you some popcorn, sit back, or get you some pop beverage, whatever you drink, and sit back, relax, and enjoy what she has to say, because this is gonna be a very interesting interview. Okay, thank you. And I'll see you on the next video.
Oh, yes. What I was saying is that the tourists, that is not like Colombia is too dangerous for the tourists that are coming. It is that the kind of tourism that is coming to Colombia is indeed dangerous anywhere. So if you come to Colombia to find intimacy, but in a
Okay.
I just don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand.
Huh? Yes.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
This way, or if you come to Colombia to find fun in drinking and kind of pills and XY.
Okay.
Or also I heard they go a lot to there is people that goes there specifically to drink ayahuasca as well. Have you heard about ayahuasca?
What is that?
Ayahuasca is a drink that is made out of a root, also that it makes you have hallucinations.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But also can provoke you a heart attack. But that's a whole different history. People does it because after you drink it, you have like a feeling of well-being and like a spiritual healing. But a lot of people, they do it without knowing the doses, and they could have very strong hallucinations through that. So it's not that Colombia is dangerous, because the reason they are coming, it doesn't do any good to anyone, not to the tourists, not to the country. If you go to as worker to get fun, where are that money on those taxes going? Are you employing a lot of people? No. But Colombia is way more than that, and that's something that I always wanted to talk in my channel. We have beer watching. We have the biggest, the most biodiverse country with beers, with flowers. Mm-hmm. Also, we have tourism with coffee.
Okay.
Like there is a lot of way more interesting things. Also, we are one of the best in the world for transplants. Do you know?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, especially plastic surgery.
Well, that the plastic surgery too.
Uh-huh.
I don't recommend that either because it could be dangerous. I think that you should love your body as you have it, and
Okay, right.
if you want to change it, even if it's harder, I think that it's better to do exercise
Okay, then I had the cosmetic surgery.
and
Okay.
diet. Yeah. Um, in some cases, yes, it's fine, but I mean, like, anyways, if you do plastic surgery to get breasts, 10 years later, you have to go through another surgery to change them.
Okay, okay, gotcha. So, you know what? Let me ask you a question. I've been hearing some things about also about the red pill guys. They call them that's going to matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my experience of going to Colombia, especially Medellin, foreigners are getting a bad reputation. Is that true or false? Yes,
It's
yes,
true. It
yes,
is true.
yes.
And at the beginning, it was nice. To be honest, it was very nice that a tourist come to Colombia.
Yeah.
But remember that Colombia is going through a big transformation. Now, Colombia, they just don't have the Colombians themselves. They are also uh, receiving people from Venezuela.
Okay, right.
And with the pandemic and everything, Colombia is being affected by this inflation. So
Right,
when you
inflation.
have
Yes.
more poverty, and more difficulties, uh, usually the crime um, gets higher. And if to top it up, the when the tourists come over to Colombia, and this has happened a lot of cases, especially with Americans, and especially with Israeli people, they have houses like just of them and hostel staying there to specifically get women and get even kids like pedophiles, and to get drugs. So the Colombian people feel is starting to feel tired and offended
Okay.
because is they or we feel like we have been nice, and then out of the sudden also people take advantage of this to sexualize women and to just bring this tourism that doesn't do any good to the economy.
Okay. So
Uh,
do you think is this mostly Americans that's doing this type of stuff? Do you think, or is it every? Is it? Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's what I heard.
yeah, yeah. Not all the Americans, of course, no.
Hmm.
And also the interesting thing is that the Americans that have a certain age, like older you go, they are respectful. They are
Okay.
way more respectful. Younger they are, if they are in their 30th, under 20,
Okay.
they just go to Parquelleras. Before I came to USA, Parquelleras and Poblado was a place of high class place.
Okay.
Now it's a
Yeah.
center of prostitution.
This is right. Right. And you know what? I'm gonna add something too. Yeah, I do agree with you what the Americans are doing, but I noticed another thing too in the culture. Not everybody in Colombia, but the girls are on social media putting themselves out there too. You know what I'm saying? Especially on Facebook, I get friend requests all the time of Colombian women wants me to send them money, wants me to come there and send, and you know, participate in this, thing that's going on out
Yes,
there.
yes.
So do
Because the
go ahead, keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, because from the 80s, the woman of Colombia, that's why all the plastic surgery started when Pablo Escobar was alive.
Okay.
Eh, every guy that started to have money, they just wanted like the perfect girlfriend, and they just sent her to do surgeries, right? And with all this proliferation of this kind of tourism going to Colombia and the plastic surgery being so cheap, a woman and the life being like that, Colombia is a very chauvinist country in general, because they want women to be submissive, but there is no man to take care of them either.
Okay, okay, okay.
And in Colombia, you see that it's very rare. It's not as common to find people who is actually married. That much that in the law, if you are living with a male for certain amount of years, then you are already considered like a couple that is married. You have the same rights. You don't even have to go through the process of marriage. Uh, and the new generations that are coming every day because of this thing of beauty, and that beauty brings everything and money, and the way that people have sexualized them, the new generations that are coming is just thinking about money and about um, getting everything easy. So if you
Yeah,
go,
yeah. They want everything easy.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
and they don't really care about you. They in their thinking is like, if you are looking for me for beauty, I'm looking for you for money. So it's like they don't even feel regret of doing anything, because everyone in Colombia thinks that the money you make outside is like falling from the sky.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yes, they do. They like there's a young lady I've been talking to in Colombia. I'm just gonna call her Susie. That's how I'm gonna call her. Um, I get confused because I've been talking to her for about 4 years, and
Mhm.
I've been going back and forth to Medellin to see her. And it's like, how, why? I guess a lot of men they become confused about like, how do you know if they really like you or not? Because it's like the thing that I do love Colombia. I do love the women. I'm not saying all the women are that way, but it seems to me that they usually only contact you when they want something. When they want you to pay something or send them money. I mean, what does that narcissism come from? I mean, why do they act this way? Like, even when you want to, like, you just want to be a normal guy. It's like, hey, I really want to get to know you. I want to be with you. But they'll go along with it. They give you the illusion that you're in the relationship, but you're not in the relationship because they always want something. Why do they think that way?
Well, in our culture, we think it's difficult to know. In our culture, we think that the man should be the one taking care financially of the
Okay.
household.
Okay.
Uh, I will say that if you are doing first, I don't know, because I don't recommend long distance relationship.
Okay.
We have a say that love from far away, happy the four of them.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I just say that if you really want a meaningful relationship, it's better to spend time together. That will take off uh, all the thinking that this person maybe want me just for money or for tra tra tra. And I told you this by experience, because um, I do have friends that I knew since I was in Colombia, and then out of the sudden they pop out and started talking nice with me. When in first place in Colombia, they were never really interested in a relationship with me.
Okay.
And then I even received like on call naked pictures.
I get a lot of naked pictures. I
Yeah,
get.
I hate them. I hate them. Like, I'm a mom. I'm a mom, and I just want to be home with my kid. That's my desire. Or just work. I don't want to do nothing else. So when I get those pictures, I'm like, what are you even doing? And they come up with an emergency. Hi, Anna, this just happened to me. I need to pay this thing, but I own in a lot of money. Can you lend me, or can you give me, or whatever?
Yeah.
Because the dollar is like 5,000 USD more, right? What I do is that I don't entertain those kind of conversations. I say like, I'm sorry, but I cannot. I have to take care of my family. I'm not even interested. I'm not even interested. And I block them. But um, it's not the way you are. Like it will happen also if you have a girlfriend living in Nigeria or a boyfriend living in Nigeria or in India from far away, because people think that in USA everything is earned easy, and they don't know we have to work very hard for that, right?
Okay.
And also like also even when you are in Colombia, when I was in the university, I used to sell popcorn or whatever. While I was a student, I put myself in a table and then I put a sign that I'm selling popcorn or whatever to make extra money.
Gotcha.
And then I saw a lot of girls coming with their boyfriend in the university, and they were like, "Hi, my love, can you buy me this?" Da, 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 da. And then the guys were like, "No, but I already bought you the last week." So it's like begging money from the woman's side to the male or to the couple is kind of usual, you know?
Okay. Right. Right.
Uh-huh. But I'm telling you, if you have a girlfriend in Colombia and she doesn't ask you for money, it's okay. But if she asks you for money from time to time,
Is that a red flag? Tell the truth.
yeah, all the time for things that are coming, and if they are just looking for you, so when they need money, no. If you still want to help them, they say, okay, monthly I can give you this amount of money,
Hmm.
and it's gonna be for you, and I cannot give you more, I'm not gonna give you less. Like have something settled.
Okay.
I cannot give you more, I cannot give you less. Uh, if she comes out with more stuff during the week, during the month, all the time, red flag.
Red
And if
flag.
she disappears once she gets the money, red flag.
No, they never disappeared. They keep coming. They keep coming back.
Yeah,
Especially the younger ones. Um they are really something else.
yeah.
They're
Because
something.
what happened with this confusion? So they are in Colombia. Maybe they do have a difficulty and they need a man to take care of them, right? So they invest themselves in this relationship, right?
Okay.
But the guy is confused in USA and he's not really thinking in marrying her or live together with her, just boyfriend and girlfriend from long distance for years.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Let me ask you
So
a
it's
question.
not gonna go anywhere. So she's gonna end up leaving or finding another guy or cheating on him. And then he's gonna get tired. He's gonna have more options of girls to do the same, and it's gonna be the same loop. And both of them will end up talking bad about each other.
Okay. Let me ask you another question too. Like you're a professional woman. I read your resume, everything. You're an engineer, are you?
Environmental
That's
engineering.
that's very good, very good.
Yeah.
What is the odds of, because are most of the girls there, do they really live in, I mean, is day to day living there, is it really hard? Because my friend Susie, I'm just call her Susie, it seems like she has it hard all the time. Like she's trying to make it, trying to make it. Do most of them make it out of poverty if they really apply themselves? Could they get out of it, or is it a hard thing to get out of?
It is very hard to get out of there. It is very hard because even when I was working as engineer, uh, to be honest, and this is my
Okay,
most true honest point of view, it was so difficult for me to get a job or to get a contract.
okay,
Sometimes I have to contest, and then besides having the knowledge, you have to know the right person to get the job. And
okay,
it's so hard. And sometimes I will try and travel and visit the other engineers, and at the end, they could just say no. And you spend already months trying to get that job.
okay.
So it is, if they tell you it's hard, yes, it is hard. It is
Do
hard.
do most of them make it out of poverty, or do most of them don't?
No, it's not the same than in US. Not at all. Not even close. In US, an engineer could be paid 100,000 a year or more. But in Colombia, no, it's nothing. It could be paid probably, and a very good engineer, 2,000 a month,
Wow.
like 24,000 a year. Yeah.
And if you don't have an education or skill, then you really in bad shape. Then are you basically?
No, if you don't have education, it's even worse. You have to really take care of your job, and it's very different. It's so different. So yeah, it's very hard to come out. But if you want to spot how to find like a nice woman or good woman, uh, you just have to know her whole environment. Like, does she the way she carries herself? Is she showing too much over the internet? Is she really studying? Is she Does she introduce you to her family?
Mhm.
Is her family good or no? No.
The problem that guys that we talk about, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying nobody's bad. It's a,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, but from what I'm hearing from other guys and my subscribers and things like that is that a lot of these girls they play a lot of mind games. Like if they are Americans, they do want a relationship like myself. Because I love because actually I was thinking about maybe moving there, in my retirement, you know what I'm saying? But the problem that you have with the women is that some of them are so manipulative. It's like how can I tell you? Like you
No,
said,
tell me with no filter.
what
No
do you say?
filter. No
Okay,
filter. Tell me with no filter. And remember, I listen a lot to male, so I know you can tell me. Don't
yeah,
worry.
it's like they don't they may like you, they may maybe a little bit care about you, but they don't love you. And some of the guys in Colombia, like I was staying at the hotel. I talked to some of the management people there, and they would send you, like, for example, they would send you love letters on WhatsApp app. They stay on WhatsApp. They send you emojis. They send you hearts and everything. But then when it comes down to it, they give you this story like, oh my God, I lost my phone. I was robbed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love talking to you, but I can't talk to you because I don't have a phone. So they want you to buy them a phone. And then when you do that, it's something else. It's like they keep, how can I say it? It's like, even though you explain to them that you care about them, but they don't seem to really love you, you know? And one of the guys in Colombia, he told me, he said, when they see you that stuff on WhatsApp, don't believe none of it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa,
what he
what?
said. That's what the other Colombian guy told me at the hotel. He said, when they see you, let me show you. Let me give you an example. Let me see. Let me show you something. Let me show you on my phone just a second when they be sending you. Um, let me see. Let me see where is she? Stuff like this. Can you see this? I
Let
don't know if
me,
you can see.
I
You
don't
probably
know.
can't see
Hold
it.
on.
I don't know if you can see. You
Okay.
probably can't see it.
No, the
Okay, yeah, they send you these emojis. They send you these hearts. They're like, oh, amor, te amo mucho, oh, te extraño mucho, mucho, mucho. They send you you know, all these romantic messages, but you're not the only one they sending the message to. They said they're talking to maybe 5 or 6 more other guys.
hmm,
That's the problem.
that's the problem.
hmm You're not
Yeah.
the only one. You're not the only one. And the last girl I was talking to, that I thought I was the only one because I was sending money. And see, guys here on this side, they would call me what you call a simp. They said, "You simp." But
No, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
no,
But
you.
the reality of life, the reality of life,
Mm-hmm,
that what are the best relationships? The best relationships are people that are on your same culture,
mm-hmm,
because even if you marry, the person will cook and do the things that you are used to, like that you
right,
used to, like um, the same manners to clean everything.
right.
Eh, Also, you will also have peace that you have the same language,
Mm-hmm,
and also you will be able to see them how they act day by day, or how they take the decisions when they are in a good or a bad mood, or
okay,
how they will act when you have a difficulty, and they will see you how you act when. But when it's far away, regardless of it's Colombia or whatever, it's difficult unless you start living together and see how you act together.
right, 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 right.
It's not going to be possible. And even when
Not
you
gonna be
start living
possible. Okay,
together,
gotcha.
even when you start living together, the culture differences, uh, at least the first year, is going to be a huge toll on the relationship.
It
So you
is.
have to also keep this in account. And particularly the woman of Medellin, people think that we are very nice. The way that we talk is very flirty in general. It's very flirty, it's very
Mm-hmm,
charming, it's very nice. Uh, but also we have a very dominant character.
right. Can I give you my field of managing because I've been there a few times? Me personally, if I have to write managing. Okay, let me tell you this: managing is beautiful. The landscaping is just incredible. Every time I go down there, I'll be like, "Oh my God!" The mountains, especially during the morning when the clouds come down on the mountain, you can see them from a distance. I was like, "Wow, this country is beautiful."
Yes.
But the people there are very nice. They treat me so friendly. They're so nice. But the women is pay to play. That's it. It's like they don't care about nothing else. If you got this, the money, they love you. They're on your side. No money, you can forget it.
But that's kind of the same that will happen in USA too, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
what
true.
happened is that I think it hurts more when you go to another country. It hurts more because your heart full of emotion and illusions, and excited to have a new place, and then you see that the people is very friendly, so you feel like warmly accepted by the people too.
Right.
But when you encounter that woman are woman anywhere, and man are men anywhere, and evil is evil everywhere, and good is
Yeah,
everywhere, then that's the part that it actually hurts.
yeah.
Because you feel that the love is gonna be the same, it's gonna be something different.
I didn't tell you that I was a victim of extortion the last time I was in Medellin.
You got started. ¿Cómo
Mhm.
es? Tell me, how was it? What happened?
Oh boy, it was this young lady that I was talking to on WhatsApp,
Mhm,
and we talked for about a year.
mhm,
And she seemed like she was a nice lady, very nice lady. We talked, communicated. I talked to her family on video chat. She showed me a picture of her daughter. We really developed a really good relationship. So to make a long story short, I was in Medellin this September on my
mhm.
birthday. So I told her to come.
Patience.
When I arrived in Medellin, I told her to come to the hotel with her friend. She had a friend with her too.
What were you gonna do? A threesome or what?
a birthday party. A birthday.
You were happy. They were putting the cake and you were putting the candle. You were gonna blow it.
Okay,
Okay. Well,
okay,
I'm so
okay,
sorry.
okay.
I tried to be serious, but then, oh
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
I've been to Colombia
Uh-huh.
multiple times. That was the most scariest thing that happened. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So we had a good birthday party. We had a nice time. Matter of fact, you can see them on my channel. My birthday party. If you ever go back on my channel again, and guys, make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe, like, and make sure you go to Anita's. You have a YouTube channel too,
YouTube
right?
channel, yeah.
Yeah,
Colombian with
I'm
Anita.
gonna put it in the description. So you make sure y'all like and subscribe to her channel too. But okay, let me finish. Okay, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
So her friend goes home. Okay, and what she was supposed to do was she was supposed to show me around. We was gonna go to the botanical gardens. We was gonna go to La Setenta. There's a whole things
Mm-hmm.
that me and her was supposed to do together, right? So her friend goes home. She comes back with me to my room, to my hotel room, right? So we sitting there, everything's going good, we talking and stuff. And she goes into the bathroom, she comes back out, and she just started crying for no reason. Just her mind just like flipped. I'm like, what's going on? She just couldn't stop crying.
Mm-hmm.
And she made me nervous. I was like, man, they may think I'm maybe doing something to her. So I went down to hotel security and I said, I got a woman in my room. I think I want her to go. Okay. So the hotel security, one of the guys from the hotel security, he came up to the room
Mm-hmm.
and he said, step out the room for a second, let me talk to her. So
Right.
I step out of the room. I do understand some Spanish, what they were saying. So I go back into the room. He said, sit here next. He said, sit here on the bed. He said, he was sitting right next to me on the bed, and she was standing in front of us, just I've been makeup all over the place. I have no idea what made this girl flip like that. Okay. And I say, I want her to leave. And he turns, he says, she says that you owe her money. I said, I owe her money. For what? For what? She says she's not going to leave until you pay her 400,000 Colombian pesos. She's not going to leave. And she wants to call the police. I was like, oh my God.
Mm.
So to make a long story short,
Mm-hmm.
I had the 400,000 pesos. I gave it to her for her to leave. I said, just take it, go. Just get out. And he said, are you sure you want to do this? I said, yes. He said, we could call the police on her and have
Mm-hmm.
her arrested. I said, no, I just gave her the money and I just wanted her to go. And that was the most scariest thing I think that I ever experienced in Medellin, because what made me do it, I thought maybe because sometimes I know the police can get a little kind of crooked sometimes too. Maybe they could have tried to do something. Do you think I was actually maybe in trouble? You think the police?
Oh no, because if the police comes, which usually they don't when you call,
Uh-huh.
it's not like in America.
Okay.
Um,
Would they would have taken us both away, maybe to jail, probably?
no,
If she would
no,
have
no,
said something. Okay.
no, no, no. Most likely, they will ask her to do like a test to see if she was raped or hit or
Oh,
whatever.
wow, wow.
And if she doesn't have it, then they will also call her to know how is her mental state, like to see if she has been abused or whatever. Eh, yeah, no, 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 hold on. I remember a case. Okay, so no, you know what? Forget it. You did the right thing. Because I remember there was a case with a guy and he actually went
Mm-mm.
to jail. She
Even
was a
even
married
even though,
woman.
even though he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I know. I remember a case. He's like Chinese. He was Chinese,
Hmm.
and the guy had a girlfriend.
Okay.
And but he was cheating on his girlfriend with another Colombian woman.
Okay.
Both were Colombians, but one was very young and the other one was a married woman. So they were together into the hotel. They fell asleep, and she woke up at 4 a.m. She overslept, and then to avoid problems with her husband, she lied and she said that someone raped her.
Oh wow.
And she accused the guy,
Hmm.
took the guy to jail for years. For he was condemned like to 10 years of jail
In the Colombian jail.
in Colombia. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, but then his girlfriend, she is Colombian too. She was a good girl, a poor but a good girl. Like she doesn't
Oh
didn't have the best body or nothing, but her and her family got money, like did everything they could, and they got him out in, I think it was in 8 months or something. And the guy is like very thankful to his actual girlfriend. So it's a dichotomy. You could find very good people and very bad. And I think that what you did, it was okay. It was okay. I think that maybe you didn't know this lady much, right? Or her family.
yeah, I knew her family. I met her aunt, her mom, her daughter. I mean, she said that she was drunk to make her do that. You know, she just said she can't remember what she did because during my birthday party there was a lot of drinking going on. And
Mhm.
there's another thing I know. I'm not keeping you too long, am I?
Mhm. No,
Are
no, no,
you
no.
okay? Okay.
No, dale. Ajá.
They said there's a drug called it's a pink cocaine in Medellin called Tootsie. You know, it's not real cocaine, but I know that they told me the other Colombians down there told me
El
a lot of
Tusi, yeah.
younger, yeah, they really hooked on. They think she because they said they know that she was sniffing like a lot. You know, they say if a girl does like that, she's snorting that synthetic cocaine called Tootsie. They think she may have
Yeah.
been on that. That may have altered her mental status. You know.
Well, I will say that it's better to the gentleman just or woman also like try to filter it out. What is so much beauty worth if she's a woman with her family, has a kid, and she's involved in drugs, um, she's an unworthy woman. Don't
But
You
you
are
know,
not a trash can to be picking up trash.
but sometimes you don't know. But somebody, I mean, like the women that I talk to, they don't be street girls or girls at Club Gusto or Parquieras. These women be on Facebook with families with photos and
No, no, no. Don't believe in Facebook. Not
don't believe it.
that.
Okay, okay,
If you really, to be honest, as I say, if you really want a relationship with a Colombian woman, the best option is to actually move there and you
I'll
see
move
her
there.
day
Okay,
by day
okay,
by
move her.
yes.
Okay. So they coming here, like going down there and staying for 2 weeks and coming back to the States and all that stuff will not work.
You don't get to know the person.
Okay, okay, got you, got you. And this
Yeah,
with tourists makes a lot of mistakes, don't they?
yeah. No,
Okay,
and it even happened to me. Remember, I was married.
yeah, yes. Oh,
The
wait a minute.
father,
You never told me you
yeah,
was married.
yeah, I married the father of my son.
Oh, okay. You never told me that, Nina. You never told me that. Okay,
Yeah, I married the father of my son. He's Black American and
okay,
myself Colombian.
okay,
Mm, When we married, besides all the personal problems that each one had, one of the biggest thing it was the cultural changes, like the cultural differences,
okay.
and also because also like because he also got confused like the this is why I stopped dating Americans too, because every
Uh-oh.
time I go into a date,
They want to sleep with you. They
it's
want to
like
have sex, right?
it's like no, well, that's one of the things, right? But the first day is not a date; it's an immigration interview. It's like,
Oh, okay,
as
okay,
long have you been here? Like they even go ahead and ask me if I have a green card up front.
okay.
And I don't feel offended. I do, but I mean, like, and also when I was married to my ex-husband, his family took a big important role because all the time it was them telling him like, "Oh, she wants you because of the green card. She wants you green card, green card, green card." So that took him to be over jealous. So I could not talk to family or
Oh, he was
nothing.
overjealous. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I was still very stick to my family. So we both had mistakes because for a marriage not to work, both have to have mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but the day by day is that the one that gives you like a whole reality shock. And now, well, I don't date because, as you say, there is uh, I will be count as a single mother, you know.
Okay,
So in America, uh, when you get older, I'm a woman who is older, not that old, but 33 years old. I could
oh, you're
say
a
that
young thing.
yeah, I could say that I could find
Very
someone,
young. Yeah.
but
You say you're 32, right?
33,
Oh, yeah,
30.
you're young. Yeah, I'm old. I'm old, man.
No, no, but
50
men is
years
okay,
old.
right? But also when I go out on dates, besides being an immigration interview, um, men they just they just want like sets up front.
No, right,
I don't
right.
like it
Yeah,
because
yes,
there
yes.
is this toxic
Right.
aura that single mothers are bad or they're trash. So I just decided to put myself out of that place. I don't want to be hurt or because I believe that if I go out with someone or something, I put my honest and real feelings to that person.
Okay, right, right.
And I give them an important chunk of my life and my family.
Mhm. Okay.
My in I don't want to do that. I'm tired. I don't want to be like I have better things to do. I can just focus on my
Oh,
kid, my
just here.
family, work,
Right, right.
and dealing with those stuff. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm over.
You know what? I don't blame you. You know, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Managing has changed me in a way, kind of in a good way, but also in a negative way because can I be honest with you? And a lot of the guys, probably some other guys think like me. They got a lot of beautiful women there. God,
A lot of competition. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, I'm just like, oh my, oh my God, I mean, my first week, my first time in Medellin, because I've been to other places, other cities in Colombia before. When I went to Medellin, I was the beauty of the women overwhelmed me so bad. I had to go into my hotel room to shut the door and just look at the ceiling for a while and just calm down. And I called my friend. I said, "Do you feel overwhelmed when you go to Medellin? Does it make you feel like that?" They said, "Yep, yep, yep." Just they said, "Just calm down. It's gonna be okay." Because when I met Susie, now she's beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman. Okay, and I used to look at pictures of her on the phone. We actually waited 3 years, 2 years to see each other. You know,
Mm.
and when I finally see her in person, I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's beautiful." I mean, just beautiful brown eyes, blonde, so beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful hair, skin soft. I was like in heaven, but the sad thing about her is that money, my kids, you, yeah, I have a good time with you, but
Mm,
everything is really was about me. Because like if I want her, okay, let's say if I came there for her, if I want to, if me and her want to be together, and I come there for her because I came there for her. Every night she expect for me to pay for her company. She expect for me to pay for it. She'll
so
say,
it
she was,
was.
she was like, my kids and my babysitter, 200, 300, 200,000 pesos every single night. If I want her to come the next night, she said, I get the Uber or the cab to come to pick her up. I have to pay her to, like I said, Medellin is a beautiful city, beautiful women. I love that. I mean, I am really hooked on Medellin. I mean, I love it there. Matter of fact, I was in El Poblado in a really nice, exclusive area. Because
Mhm,
have you heard of the NH Collection Hotel before? I was there. And they got the Santa Fe Mall right across from it.
mhm.
Beautiful, beautiful area. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I noticed that if you don't got no money, you can forget it in Medellin. You can forget it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But anyways, you don't need that much money because, uh, for example, $1 equivalents to 5,000 pesos.
Right. But like I
So,
said, it all depends on the girl. I'm just saying that how can I say it to you? It's that they want you to take care of them. When I mean take care of them, I mean every day. It's like it's always something, like the kids need something. Like my friend called me, Susie, said that she's going to school, it's like a laboratory technician school or something, and she needs a uniform, she wants me to help her pay for it. It's always something that they're trying to get out of you. It's like they won't just keep, it's like it never stops, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Also happens a lot like if you are an American and you are staying in a high class area and your girlfriend or the woman you want lives in a poorer area,
Yeah,
just the transportation or maybe she not going to work or anything, it costs her way more money than the
yeah,
extra.
yeah. I had to pay for everything. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
the cab, the cab, everything. But
yeah.
I guess the part that gets me a little bit is that they ask you for so much all the time until you cannot see if they is there anything in them that do they really actually care about you?
Mhm,
Are you doing this because I'm giving you stuff, or are you doing this because you really care about me?
mhm.
And that's what's hard to differentiate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
no,
hold you.
it's different. I remember when I was in Colombia,
Hmm.
when I started to talk people that was not from Colombia, um, I wanted to learn English, but there was a point.
You know English very well. You're doing a very good job.
Well, right now right now I talk better English because I have to talk every day. And my son, even if I talk to him in Spanish, he
Hmm.
prefers most of the time to answer me in English. He
Okay,
does understand everything in Spanish, but he
okay,
reply in English. So
okay.
I have to understand. So the but my grammar and my writing is way better. It's crazy.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah, because there was a time like 8 months ago, I used to work for Facebook.
okay,
And at some point, I wrote articles to take care of customers that had a MetaQuest, the virtual reality headsets. And so I really have to practice my grammar in that job. But
you're doing a
um,
good job, Anita. You're doing a good job with your English. I wish I could speak Spanish as fluent as you speak English.
no, no, no. No, and I'm still failing. I'm still failing, but it's okay. It's okay. It's because I grew. I learned English when I got older, not when I was younger.
Hmm.
So, and I forgot what I was gonna say. See, I got lost in a loop. Oh yeah, so I remember now. So when I whenever a person from another country came to Colombia, oh, I really wanted to learn because to graduate from university was a requirement to know English.
Hmm.
And I remember that the first tourist that I took care in Colombia, it was a couple of Indians.
Okay.
Yeah, Amber and Patty, I remember them until the day. They really like me because I talk to them very slow Spanish.
Okay.
And I'm glad that now they ended up marrying. In that time, they were just friends. And then, then in Colombia, we have this that if someone is visiting you and you invite them to do something new, we pay, right?
Hmm.
But I was going broke because I mean, I didn't earn much and I was
Okay. Right.
inviting them to go places, right? And that's why I started to do Colombia with Anita. And eventually I started to do tours with my family and my cousins
Wow.
inside
Wow.
Medellin.
Okay.
I got to see more of the Americans that were coming, and I saw that the first ones that wanted to go, like really go for good reasons, it was the Black Americans.
Okay. Okay.
This is why for me, Black people have an special place in my heart and in my life.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
Uh, yeah, because I remember that when they came, I made very clear it was family oriented. It was something that we used to do as a family on the weekends. So we took care of our own car and then we put wigs and then we tour people around so they felt safe and it was like family.
Okay.
And also like now that I have a kid that is half black, I do want to continue helping Black and Hispanic community to evolve themselves. In one part of it, it was never sexualized the other culture. Like we can
Okay.
get along.
Okay.
There's way more to appreciate to each culture that doesn't involve all this dark stuff. Like all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that conversation. Me and you gonna have another conversation about blacks and things like that, about Latin American and black people. But I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be something that me and you have to talk about, but not on this
No
platform.
problem, no problem.
No, 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 no. You're okay. No, you're okay. Because I could go really deep on you on this subject. I
No,
could go
I said that
really, I
that
could
is
go
a whole
really, I
nother
could go
world.
really deep. But I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I know you got to get up in the morning and things like that. But if you had to, let me say it like this before we go. What advice would you give to me? And let's get back to scopolamine again.
Mhm.
What advice would you give tourists now with all this is going on? Because actually, there was another guy that they found him. He passed from overdose of scopolamine. Matter of fact, he was called the Medellin Guru. I don't know if you heard of him. Now he was like an older guy, and they
Mhm.
and they found him in his apartment. And he died because of scopolamine. Because this has been happening like a lot. Matter of fact, when I was there, not this year, but the last year, I got news that three foreigners had passed from overdose of scopolamine. So, what advice would you give foreigners if they visit at this time when everything was going on with COVID and all the changes that's going on in Colombia? What is the best advice would you give foreigners before they visit the city or the country too?
The first I will say, contact me.
Okay, yeah, contact her.
Look,
Yeah, yeah,
look
really.
for Anita Colombianita on Facebook. Message me.
Do you do
Uh,
consultations too? Do you do consultations?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
everything.
yeah, guys. Make
So
sure
yeah,
y'all, yeah. Make sure
I
y'all go to her channel, okay, and
mhm,
subscribe to her channel. I'm telling my subscribers to make sure they subscribe to your
yeah.
channel. You know,
Go
yeah.
to Colombia with Anita. I will be more than glad to help you out if you have questions. And also another thing, like go to Colombia. Don't go looking for all this.
So stay away from the girls, right? Stay away from the working girls, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
go there looking for a meaningful relationship, a meaningful friendship at the least, a meaningful friendship. Just go there to experiment the culture and the people and go there. I would say explore other things like enjoy of the natural places we have. We
Oh, yeah,
have
it's beautiful. Yes, it's a lot of
the
natural
tour of
places.
the
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah.
Medellin is good as well because the people is friendly and the city is
Oh,
clean.
yeah. Yes, yes.
There
The
is a
people are
big
very
sense
friendly.
of appropriation.
Yes,
The museums, like we
yes,
have the Festival of Salsa, jazz, the
yes.
book, poems. Like there are so many events in the city that you can see to
It's
entertain you.
beautiful. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I was
And
very entertained when I was there. I mean, the people there, like at the hotel, they was just incredibly nice. I mean, can we get you this? Can we do that? Can we? One thing when I go there, I always respect them. You know what I'm saying? And they always respect me. But I think one thing I don't think that, now tell me if I'm wrong or not. Colombians don't like really loud people either, don't they? Americans, don't they? I mean, people
very
that be really, the people that be loud and
oh the
obnoxious.
depending on the area.
Okay,
So Medellin is very, I would say that it's one of the most loved accents even for Hispano-Americans, the
okay.
accent of Medellin. I don't have it anymore. I'm very mixed because of it's where when I came to Austin, they barely were Colombians. It was very rare. And mostly I have contact with Mexicans. But
Okay, right. Because you're in Texas, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
yes, I'm in
Okay.
Texas
Okay.
right now. So, but I'll go to Colombia on January, if heaven allows me.
We going to Medellin?
Yes, well, and not to Medellin. My family moved out of the city. They
Okay.
live in, well, we have always lived between the city and the countryside. So now they live in a town that is called La Ceja,
Okay.
which is like 20 minutes away from the international airport of Rio Negro, which is
Okay.
where all of you
Yeah.
came,
Yeah. Yeah. Pick up the
right?
book. Mhm.
I'm gonna visit her. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed like 1 week ago with cancer. So I really want to go and see her to go through all this process.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay.
Um, but yeah, like go to Medellin to visit other for other reasons, to see the nature, to
Mhm.
make new friends, like even to do business. To do business, Medellin is a great place to do business too.
Okay. Okay.
To do an investment is a fantastic place, but you have to be able to see it. Woman will come, but if you focus on your own life and grow your spirit, wherever you are, you will find the love of your life, basically.
Okay. So you should. So even let me ask you a question. Even if you meet the love of your life, should guys expect that eventually they're going to ask for financial help? They're going to ask you for help, are they?
If they are living together, yes.
Okay.
It's traditionally,
The man is supposed to be the provider, right?
yes,
Traditionally.
in the
Okay.
household in Colombia, because I mean it's like, and this happens everywhere.
Okay.
I have found this incongruence with male. and this happened to me. So I never asked for a man for nothing, right? But it has happened to me when I divorced and everything. I didn't have papers, and I
Okay.
had to work as waitress, cleaning dishwasher, like I have to even painting houses.
Okay. What you was paying houses, really?
Yeah, like
I
just
can imagine you paying the house.
yes, no, I did all kind of hard jobs. I did it. Like I'm not. My ego had to lower a lot because imagine from coming from being engineer to work uh,
Okay.
different. I really learned to appreciate every kind of job. And whoever is black and happen to see this video and happen to know me, where I used to work as a waitress and everything, they know how humble I am because
Okay.
so it yeah, so just appreciate people as and I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's
See, I'm
okay.
getting old.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
No, yeah, just appreciate people how they are. So okay, so I haven't got. I remember now. So I found a lot that men they often contact me too, wanting a relationship or wanting a shot to a relationship. So when I used to date them, uh, okay, I go out, but they just spend the whole time telling me about their financial achievements, or they were asking me all the time like, when are you gonna cook for me and everything.
Cook for 'em.
Yes, yes, this was an honest request, often request, right?
Okay.
And then I was thinking like, yeah, one of these days, maybe, so they want a female woman who is submissive, but at the same time, they don't want to provide. So
Okay.
at this, and I was a lot of times rejected as well as a waitress and everything, because for them, I didn't, or I was all the time talk like from a sorry point of view. I didn't say anything, and they may say things like, "Oh, it is very hard to see be a single mother," or like from the sorry point of view. And the funny part is that sometimes I made more money than them,
Okay. Okay. Oh
but
wow.
I never say anything. But it's like, and then you wanted a relationship, and they say no, but you need to put your life better together. And in those times for me, it was like, I'm looking for a couple. Okay, you don't want to provide for me. At least if we live together and maybe we build something together, it will be good, you know? But I mean, you are asking me for impossible. You are asking me to be submissive, take care of you, but at the same time, don't expect that you be a provider for me in any
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what I was saying is that
It's a little bit
Colombia,
delusional.
those girls in Medellin would do anything for you. But like I said, it comes down to money. That's why I mean they always ask for it. Even the good ones, they always ask for it. They like, you know what? We don't have no food in the house. I mean, even when I'm here in the States and they're in Colombia, but they still expect for you to send the money to them to help them. I think you should help them. Me personally, I have no problem. The problem that I have is that, okay, if you want me to help you and to provide for you, then you have to be true to me. You can't talk to me and talk to him and talk to him and ask him the same thing that you're telling me. You know what I'm saying?
But how are you ever gonna be sure? How
You
are
never
you
will be sure. You never
so
be
you
there.
will never be a provider either? And like
No,
it's not
no, 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 no. You should be a provider, but I'm just saying that. Okay, let me give you an example. There's one girl I was talking to. She's in Medellin, right? And but like I said, you should live there. You know, which I totally agree because if I'm here in the States and she's there and she's waiting for me to come see her within 5 or 6 months, it's going to be very hard. But this is the thing that they do. It's like she says, I don't have any food. And they will send you pictures of an empty refrigerator. We get those all the time. Empty refrigerators, but nothing. I mean, there'd be absolutely nothing in the refrigerator. These girls send you the picture, say, we don't have no food, you know. So I said, okay, okay, all right, I see. Okay, okay, I see you somebody, help you out with some food. Okay. You send them the money, right? They have no food. And then when you go on their social media, that same girl that asked me that she didn't have no food was sitting on the lap of another man there in a club with beer and stuff on the table and champagne. You see what I'm saying? This is the stuff that they do. This is what they do. I said, okay. And then I sent her a message back. I said, I did a screenshot. I said, look like to me, you was having a real, look like you ain't suffering to me. You sitting there with this man on his
And what you
lap.
say?
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Boy, where are you getting these ladies?
Medellin.
Yeah,
Medellin.
Medellin, but from where? From a website? Where do you meet them? In the club?
I meet them like, okay, like they would friend me on here. Like Susie friend me on Facebook. Sometimes I meet them while I'm out there, when I talk to them. And like I said, they create this like perfect relationship, like this love. Like, oh my God, you're the guy I've been looking for. I'm not saying they're all bad. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not saying they're bad. They're beautiful, beautiful people, very nice people. But most guys complain that it's always some type of narcissism or manipulation that goes along with it. It's like what you said. It's like you just can't trust anybody anymore. And that situation with the extortion, that's I was scared. I was very scared. Man, that was the only time that I visit Medellin, visit Colombia, that I thought I was going to jail for no reason.
But I mean, and I,
And
I
and I
don't,
was
I don't want to sound mean.
no, go ahead.
Please don't get bothered with me.
No,
Don't
no,
get,
no, 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 go ahead. That's
and
why I
this
got
is,
that's why I got you on the show. Sound straight. This sounds straight.
look, there are women like me, and the ones who I study with that are hardworking, that are not from Colombia. I come from like a middle class.
Hmm.
I'm not poor. I'm not rich in Colombia.
Hmm.
And just maybe when I was studying in university, I studied university at 17,
Hmm.
and that's the only times that I think that I was very bad, because I was living like in a garage close to Universidad of Medellin, and
Hmm.
every time it rains, it fall in the living room, the water. But I mean, the thing is like the guy that goes to Medellin go and meet the woman on internet. Believe me, the real good woman of Medellin,
Hmm.
you will never, ever, ever find her in Paris or on Facebook.
Okay.
And this is something I'm telling you. The only reason I ended up marrying to an American is because I was trying to learn English, and then I opened up this new thing of of bringing someone to USA. But I remember that the day I met my ex-husband, it was because my cousin couldn't do the tour for me, which
Okay.
is a male, he is a male. And everyone can tell you that, because you will not find one single person that I ever made a tour that say, Anita gave me a tour. Never. I never did a tour in person, ever.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. So no one can tell you over the internet that Anita met this person to do a tour, ever. for the tours ever. Just my ex-husband had the heart to know me that day. But for us, the real Medellin and Colombian woman, the good one, we are such a close
Hmm.
like ethnicity, or like close culture, that for us is an embarrassment. For us, it's even difficult to introduce a boyfriend to the family. Why? Because a boyfriend, the boyfriend that you bring, you include them into your family group. And if you are not sure that it's gonna be a long lasting, for the woman, it's a total embarrassment that a
Okay.
relationship fails.
Okay. Okay.
So if this is so, the good woman of Colombia, they don't even tend to show who are their real girlfriend or boyfriend. Like, I remember my first boyfriend, it took me 3 years to introduce him to my family
Hmm. Okay.
because it was so difficult for me.
Okay.
Mm, and also for him, uh, to introduce each other. Well, because what if it fails? What if
Hmm.
uh, that you wouldn't find, imagine a foreign for us, because if we go and introduce a foreign to our family, we already, in our minds, we have them associated at this point, that they just come here looking for sex.
Yeah.
So we
That's
feel
what most
embarrassed.
of. Right. I see what you're saying. Right.
So we feel embarrassed. The good woman of Colombia, we do feel embarrassed of
Hmm.
introduce that person, because it has more risks to fail.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Eh, but the foreign doesn't know this. So if you met woman over the internet, no, it's not the real Colombian woman, a good woman, a wife. If you may want to hear that,
Hmm.
you wouldn't find her there. So you
On the
will
internet. Okay.
come
I see.
across.
Or at a club gustos or something like that.
No,
No.
you
No.
will
Okay.
you will keep coming across with trash,
Trash. Okay.
and this trash will just damage the other Colombian woman reputations,
Hmm.
and it will damage also the foreign reputation.
Hmm. Right.
So that's why I say, if you really want to know a wife in Colombia, or you want a Colombian wife,
You got to
better
come and
be
live there.
someone that you know day by day. You went to Colombia, you find a job there, or you put your own company.
Okay.
That's the best
But
way
that's
to
the best
go.
way
Or
to.
your neighbor,
Hmm.
or if you went to Colombia and you enroll in an activity like dancing salsa, whatever, yes, or doing exercise, whatever. But you will never find a couple in a club or anything. It's gonna be just trash.
It's gonna be trash, right? And they go, and there's a possibility they can scope you on top of that.
Yeah, so that's, yes, exactly. So it's that's why I say it's not that all the Colombian women, because this is, for example, that is making me look bad, in general. Because I mean, I always try my best to be a good person, and that was also, uh, I think that was also one of the reasons why my ex-husband never appreciated the fact that I introduced him to my family. And sometimes, even when we co-parent, my family tries to be nice with him, but his family in general, I think is black, but I think they are very racist. So they will be all
Oh,
the
racist!
time.
Wow, yeah.
I think they are all the time. And I remember when we went to the judge, they were constantly checking my Facebook, and maybe he talks to them bad about me, which is something I don't do. I always put him like in an upper place, you know.
Hmm.
But with the years, I have to say he has been a great and amazing father. to my son.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he just need titties to give milk. He's one of the most amazing parents I could like. I was lucky, to be honest. I was lucky. He's very consistent with that. But the fact that this illusion that all Colombian women or foreigners are bad and it's not good. And I
No,
also
no,
found
no, no.
that it's like they feed off each other. Like I also
Right,
found that he talks bad about his family, or maybe he got in trouble for something else, but then he goes and blame it on me. So
right.
it's like is very like you have to be very careful. Just if you want a relationship, I will say don't look at the culture. Just look for a good woman. I mean, whoever you have close. If you don't have the possibility or you don't want to move to Colombia, then try to find someone that you know day by day in USA. There is always good people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good people, but I don't know. Like I said, it's like things is just changing all the time. I'm from the old school. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I am getting older. Because believe it or not, I always wanted my own family. But it just seemed like this never worked out that way for me. Because I don't know. It's just like I said, I do like Colombia. Like I met a girl in Barranquilla. I visited that city before too. And she was like maybe a little older woman, maybe around my age or something like that. And so I had thought about, well, maybe I should start dating Colombian women close to my age. You know what I'm saying? And I met her through a marriage agency in Barranquilla. They got those out there.
Barranquilla.
Yeah, Barranquilla. Yeah, right. And it started off really good, really good. She has a daughter that's about in her 20s. I said, okay, see, like you expect a woman in her 40s to be a little bit more established, maybe a little bit more, will have something, you know what I'm saying? And it turned around to be the complete opposite. It's like, I don't know. It's like everything in Colombia, it's like, it's about money. It's like, it's just like, it's hard, even though you may think that they like you or they love you, but don't get me wrong. I think you should provide for the woman. I'm the old school because if I married you or married a woman, I'll be the type of guy. I'm going to work. I'm gonna pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to provide for it. I always wanted that, but it's like it's hard to see. In the mix of what is really, are you with me because I'm doing this for you, or are you with me because you really care about me? And that's let me tell you something. One time, for example, let me give you an example. I was talking to a girl in the Philippines one time. Okay.
Mhm.
And sometimes she needed a little help sometimes, like, because she was poor in a poor area, they didn't have very much and things. And sometimes I would help her out sometimes. Not a lot, but I help her out sometimes. Like she had a toothache, she couldn't go to the dentist. I gave her the money to go to the dentist. Okay, she would appreciate that. But this is the thing that I'm not saying all, but I find that a lot of Colombian women don't do. Like just something she did one time, I will forget it. I got something in the mail, and it was this big heart with pictures of her kids. And the grandma, everybody signed the card saying, we really appreciate what you do for us.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But Colombian women, they don't do that. They don't do that. Because I sit there, because I tell Susie, I say, Susie, all the fucking money I've been sending you, I mean, when I come visit you in your country, I mean, it seems like to me that I know she's poor. I know she don't have a lot. I'm not expect nothing. But is it hard for you to go to the store and get a card, and have your kids to sign it and have your mom to sign it? Everybody say, Tony, you know, I don't have very much, but we really appreciate for what you do for us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking. I mean, I don't expect for her to do for me like I'm doing for her, or give me anything like a watch or some clothes or something she had to go out and buy. But sometimes you want to know, are you really worth something? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's some of the things that the guys, the good guys, not the bad ones that go, I'm in for sex, not those. I hang around with good quality men. And that's one of the biggest complaints that they complain about when they go, sometimes when they date, or even I got friends that actually live in Medellin or live in Bogota in different areas of Colombia. And they said that's one of the biggest complaints is that they keep wanting you to, like you say, they got this thing about you that you're rich. No matter what I do for you wouldn't be enough or anything, but they think that just because they're giving you sex, they think that's it. I don't have to do anything else for them because I'm giving them this. So I'm sorry.
What? Why?
That was pretty deep what I told you, but that's it's like it's hard to differentiate between if they really care about you, what you're doing for them, or do they really care about you because they really care about you as a human being.
And what happened with the Philippines? Why you didn't continue?
No, no, we didn't continue. It just didn't work out because I don't know what happened. I just that the Philippines was like really far away. I didn't know when I'll be able to come see her, so I don't keep investing in something that I don't think is going to work out in the long run. But I'll never forget that card she sent me, And actually, it was after we broke up. Well, we never really was together because we never really seen each other. But it was just like I didn't expect it. I got this like letter in this envelope. I said, what is this? And I opened it, and it had this beautiful, beautiful card with her family and stuff on it. They said, we really appreciate you for what you've done for us, even though we're not talking right now together. But thank you because she told me that she had a bad toothache. And when I sent her the money to get to go to the dentist, she said I really helped her a lot. I mean, I'm not saying Colombian women don't thank you for stuff. I mean, they do say gracias, thank you mucho, God bless you, they tell you that and things like that. And you'd be like, okay, Denada, thank you, you're welcome. But as many times as I've been down there, I was like, why don't somebody ever maybe like Susie, like I've been there, I was there for 3 weeks. Okay, for example, I was there for 3 weeks. Okay. And she knows that eventually your clothes need to probably be washed, because she had maybe said, you know what, Tony, I know you've been down here for 3 weeks and stuff like that. Let me maybe help you wash your clothes or something. They don't even do that. They don't do shit for you.
Did
Nothing.
did she had a washing machine?
Yeah. 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 I guess I'll wash my clothes in the fucking sink in the hotel and let them hang on the dresser. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm not saying everybody's is bad or anything like that, but that's like one of the things that some of my friends complain about, that it's just like the giving is just one way. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like you're a type of person that you would show, like if it was my birthday, you would show me something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Like, so here's
Well,
about
I go wherever I see a follower or a friend has
here's a
birthday.
cerveza, here's a cerveza, happy birthday,
I I'll just say at least happy birthday.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I really appreciate you. I know you gotta go to work in the morning and everything. I don't want to hold you too much, but I really appreciate you for taking the time to tell everybody about the ins and outs of Colombia and Medellin.
No problem, my
this,
friend.
this,
My
this about,
pleasure.
yeah, I got to come on your show too. If you ever have any questions about, scopolamine or anything you want to talk about, I'm definitely want to be on your podcast or your channel too. You know,
Definitely.
I give you all the information you need to know about it because I'm a scopolamine expert. I know
You
everything.
are. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
We can definitely do that, right? But
yeah,
I will just look for a Sharpie to draw the line of my butt because we have been sitting for a long time here.
yeah. We've been saying for a while. Well, I didn't expect for it to go this long.
No, no,
So,
no. Thank
okay,
you.
well, I will end it here. I appreciate your time. Guys, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share this video. Make sure you go to Anita's channel. I gotta hit the link here. Show her some love. And thank you all for joining us. This is my first. I'm so shy. I don't know. I'm so shy.
Ay, so shy.
this
Be
is
like a
my
virgin, please.
yeah, yeah.
Ay,
Yeah.
Dios mío.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely we'll be talking. We got a lot to talk about.
No problem, no problem. Thank you for inviting me and for have such a pleasant talk. And yeah, if anyone has a question, like feel free to go to my channel.
Yeah, make sure you go to her channel, guys. Make sure she knows a lot about managing and to keep us safe. If you listen to her, you'll stay alive, because that's what managing is turned into a place of, like you said, but you really could have, made a lot of sense. You said the wrong people are coming there that's doing the wrong things. But if you do come there with good intentions, you will be okay, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah, yeah,
how many people will be okay with it. A bunch. Because
yeah,
you are not stupidly throwing money at some random woman that you don't even know if she loves you or not.
yeah. Did you hear about the guys in Cartagena? These people that be money throwers. Did you hear about that? Guys that's actually throwing money in the clubs. They actually throw
Uh,
money. Ain't that crazy in Cartagena?
yeah,
They these guys get up on the balcony and they just take a bunch of money. I don't know if these guys coming from the States, I don't know where they're from,
I don't
but
know.
they just be throwing tons of money. And, the Colombians be like kind of like fighting over the money and stuff. I thought that was
Yeah, no, I mean that's stupid.
that's stupid. Yeah,
I mean that like a little money helps a lot to build and enjoy your experiences. So I would say it's an amazing place. If you have a girlfriend or a or you want to go there with the family, like it's really super cheap to enjoy.
it is.
Like if
That
you
is
go
a
to the
good.
part of the cafe or to the part of the orchards in El Eje Cafetero, or if you go around the city in Medellin, if you visit Bogota, and you go with your family, like you can have a bunch of people
Mm-hmm.
of your family enjoy and having meaningful experiences and sharing with nice people from the culture than going by yourself just looking for a broken heart because
Yeah, yeah.
that's
There's a restaurant in Medellin. They got one in Morales and one in El Poblado called Sweet George's Cafe. Have you heard of that place before? It's a soul food restaurant. Sweet
I
George's
know I
Cafe.
haven't
Yeah,
I
the
have
food is good. so if you
yeah
so if you ever in Medellin, make sure you go to Sweet George's Cafe, guys. DC
yeah
Rob, he talks about it a lot. Do you know DC Rob? What channel? DC
no
Rob? DC
I
Boy
have
Rob?
to check
Okay.
him out. I have to
Okay.
check him
He's
out.
one of my favorite guys, DC Boy Rob, and Razor Rays also. I'm going to tell him I talked to you. I had you as a
Oh,
guest
no,
on
no,
my
no
channel.
problem, no problem.
He's a real nice guy, really nice people. They always talk about being careful in managing because things is just like, it's really getting crazy down there. It's really,
It's getting out of control.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting out of control, so it's like, it's a safe, but what you're saying is if you go down there doing the right thing, you'll be okay. But it's these other people just going down there acting a fool and doing foolish things, and that's why these people are becoming drugged and getting killed, right? That's what you're saying. I mean, getting
Yeah.
deleted. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
YouTube better be careful.
it's like it's like going to the church cursing. It's like the Christian guys that go to the Bourbon Street in Louisiana to pray God in the middle of the messy of the Bourbon Street. Have you ever been there?
I've never been there. Mm-mm.
No? Oh my God. In Louisiana with the Mardi Gras,
No, I've
they
never
have a
been to Mardi Gras.
street. They have a street that is like the house of the devil. Like they
Oh
have
wow!
voodoo people dancing and showing their breast.
Wait a minute, you talking about Mardi Gras in Louisiana, or you talking about in Colombia?
Louisiana, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
I
heard
say
about, it, but I've
so
never been
like
there.
go there to do the right thing. Like don't go there to do the wrong thing and then ask him why this happened to you.
You right. I got you.
It's like me going to a trap house half naked, expecting to be okay.
Okay, right. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, so far, I mean, my trips to Colombia has been great. It's just that one incident with the extortion with the girl. Yeah, that was crazy. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is, when we get off of here later, maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna send you the video of what happened. I'm gonna show you what she did.
Okay.
Okay, so, this is gonna be something. Yeah, that was scary. But the hotel, that's one thing I like about Medellin and the hotel. I said that the guests, I mean, the people that worked there was just so nice. They said, just be, they said, don't worry, we got you. Because I was scared because, like I said, when you're in a foreign country and you don't know the laws and and somebody say that you've done something, that's scary because you must understand that she has nothing to lose, but I have everything to lose. I still have my job. I still have to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a Colombian jail for a
Mm.
month and then expect for them to have your job.
What is her name? You should expose her.
Well, you know what? It's on these. Matter of fact, what I would do is
Or
I'm
when I
sitting.
interview you, yes, we can expose her.
Yeah. Well, she, you know what? She contacted me because DC Born Rob. Uh, I sent him the video when I was in Medellin, and he exposed her, and Razor Rays did, and she saw the videos. She saw
Ah,
it, and she said she contacted me, and she said, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was drunk. Can you please take the video down?"
no.
Can you please take the video down? So I forgave her. I let it go anything, but I'm gonna send you, just let you see exactly what I went through, okay? Just between me and
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, just between me and you. So, okay, I'm gonna let you go. And you have you a beautiful night. You sleep good. And no doubt I will be talking. You're my friend now, so it's not gonna be the last time we talk to each other, okay?
No problem, no problem. Please have a blessed night.
Okay,
Take care.
yeah, you have a blessed night too. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.